Welcome to my library. Today we're going to read a book called Martin's Big Words. And it's a book about the life of Martin Luther King Jr. And it's a really great book and I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's get started. So there's some beautiful stained glass windows. Another page of beautiful stained glass windows. Martin's Big Words, The Life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by Doreen Rappaport, illustrated by Bryan Collier. This is a whole bunch of stuff about the book. A long author's note and an illustrator's note, which I think we'll skip for now. Everywhere in Martin's hometown, he saw the signs, white only. His mother said these signs were in all the southern cities and towns in the United States. Every time Martin read the words, he felt bad, until he remembered what his mother told him. You are as good as anyone. Here they are, walking through town, and these are drinking fountains. This one says white only. Very derogatory. In church, Martin sang hymns. He read from the Bible. He listened to his father preach. These words made him feel good. When I grow up, I'm going to get big words too, he said. There's Martin reading the Bible, sitting in a church pew. Martin grew up. He became a minister like his father, and he used the big words he had heard as a child from his parents and from the Bible. Everyone can be great. He studied the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. He learned how the Indian nation won freedom without ever firing a gun. Martin said, love, when others said, hate. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that, Martin said. There he is on his pulpit. Look at the beautiful stained glass windows in the background. He said together when others said separate. He said peace when others said war. Sooner or later, all the people of the world will have to discover a way to live together. Look at these stained glass windows. You recognize those? I think they're the same ones that were right there. Look at that. They're the same ones. They're lighting a candle. In 1955, on a cold December day in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa Parks was coming home from work. A white man told her she had to get up from her seat on the bus so that he could sit down. She said no, and she was arrested. Montgomery's black citizens learned of her arrest. It made them angry. They decided not to ride the buses until they could sit anywhere they wanted. For 381 days, they walked to work and school and church. They walked in the rain, then in the cold and in the blistering heat. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them until the white city leaders had to agree they could sit anywhere they wanted. When the history books are written, someone will say there lived black people who had the courage to stand up for their rights. There he is. Somebody walking right past the bus depot. There goes the bus. They're walking 381 days. There's 365 days in a year. They walked for more than a year. It's a long time. In the next 10 years, black Americans all over the South protested for equal rights. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. White ministers told them to stop. Mayors and governors and police chiefs and judges ordered them to stop, but they kept on marching. Wait. For years, I have heard the word wait. We have waited more than 300 140 years for our rights. It's a long time. They were jailed and beaten and murdered, but they kept on marching. Some black Americans wanted to fight back with their fists. Martin convinced them not to, by reminding them of the power of love. Love is the key to the problems of the world, Martin said. Here they are, going on some sort of a march, holding hands together. There's Martin praying. Many white Southerners hated and feared Martin's words. A few threatened to kill him and his family. His house was bombed, his brother's house was bombed, but he refused to stop. Remember, if I am stopped, this movement will not be stopped, because God is with this movement. There he is praying. He's praying for God to be there and to be with them. The marches continued. More and more Americans listened to Martin's words. He shared his dreams and filled them with hope. I have a dream that one day in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. After 10 years of protests, the lawmakers in Washington voted to end segregation. The white-only signs in the South came down. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. cared about all Americans. He cared about people all over the world. And people all over the world admired him. In 1964, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. He won it because he taught others to fight with words and not with fists. Martin went wherever people needed him. In April of 1968, he went to Memphis, Tennessee. He went to help garbage collectors who were on strike. He walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. On his second day there, he was shot and he died. But his big words are alive for us still today. Those were words of freedom, of peace, together. I have a dream. Love. There's candles lit in his honor. This page is about some important dates in Martin Luther King Jr.'s life. He was born on January 15th of 1929. And let's see here. Where was his speech? I Have a Dream. His speech, I Have a Dream, was on August 28th of 1963. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize on December 10th of 1964. And it was in April 4th of 1968 that Dr. King was assassinated. On November 22nd, 1982, the Senate approved the erection of a monument to Dr. King in Washington, D.C., and on January 15th of 1986, Dr. King's birthday is celebrated as a national holiday for the first time. There's some more of our stained glass windows. Beautiful book. Martin's Big Words. Well, thank you for coming to my library. I hope you'll come back so we can read together again. Please ask your parents or an adult to like and subscribe to this channel, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite book is so I can read it too. I'll see you next time.